All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the weather update. It's July 28th. It's after 4 o'clock. And we are looking at the radar. And it's very hot and uncomfortable outside again today. And we do have some thunderstorms popping up. None over Long Island, but there are some that are over the Hudson Valley over here. And there are actually some warnings for those. Severe thunderstorm warnings for those. Um, and then if we head south over the Jersey Shore, yep, there's some thunderstorms also popping up over here, and they're very slow moving. So again, we have that risk of flooding with these storms now. Now it looks like they're hitting. Looks like there might be one cell of a Tom's River, and then another one around Atlantic City. We want to look at the rainfall reports from yesterday, all right, and the storm reports as well. So we're going to first start with the storm reports, and then we'll work our way over to the rainfall reports. And the storm reports, there was a lot of damage yesterday. In Staten Island was hit very hard. There were a lot of power outages in Staten Island, as you can see here. Multiple reports of down power lines throughout the entire county of Richmond, which is Staten Island. Thunderstorm wind damage. Thunderstorm wind damage, thunderstorm wind damage. So they did get some wind, and they also had some flash flooding too. And there were problems. The Staten Island Railroad was actually wound up getting suspended for a time. And so I'm not going to read over all of these, but you can look at them and see here. Flash flooding in Staten Island. Water rescues. People were stuck in their cars. And this was also ongoing in New Jersey too, as well. They don't know what was going on in New Jersey here in this observation, in this thing here, but there was a lot of flood reports in New Jersey. The Turnpike was flooded. There was major delays on the New Jersey transit routes that go through the Turnpike in that area. That would be the 139, 137, and 319 buses. I mean, hour-long delays, maybe a couple hours, because the Turnpike was flooded, and it was never really officially closed, but it was, as you can imagine, people were really trapped, and there was no way around it because the parkway was flooded in that area too. So basically, people just had to wait for the floodwaters to recede before proceeding through that area. It doesn't say so on this report, but as you can see, lots of flooding in Staten Island on this. And now we're going to go to the rainfall reports from the storm. So we're going to look at that. And these are the rainfall reports from the storm. So, in New Jersey, Bergen County, 1.99 inches. Woodridge, Essex County, 1 mile northwest of Nutley, 2.36 inches. Hudson County, around Secaucus, 2.76 inches. You can see the huge range here of numbers, and this is all due to the localized nature of these storms. For some reason, they don't have Carteret in here, which is really weird. You think they would have Carteret in here? Well, they don't. Carteret got a lot of rain. But here we go. All right, here are the real winners. All right, so even parts of Brooklyn also got 2.89 inches. That we hardly got anything here. Queens County really didn't get hit that hard either. JFK got over an inch. But Staten Island, and these are the similar numbers that they got in Carteret. New Dorp Beach, 4.37 inches. Great Kills, 4.06 inches. Rossville, 3.25 inches. Richmond Town, 3.21 inches. And 3.10 inches in Annandale, and Todd Hill, 3.02 inches. Westerly, 2.98 inches. Eltingville, 2.47 inches. And Annandale, 2.37 inches. So, it's interesting there's two observations from Annandale, but it shows you the localized nature. And out in Long Island, Blue Point actually got 1.24 inches. And that was probably from that cell that hit us, but for some reason it didn't. It started slowing down over that area, so I think that's why I got a little more rain out of it. So yeah, those are the rainfall totals. So pretty impressive rainfalls across the area. Very impressive rainfalls across the area, actually. I want to look at some current observations, and then we'll wrap up this weather update. I don't want it being too long. 83 degrees, dew point is 68. And you can see how the forecast looks like we should have some more comfortable weather tomorrow and Monday. be able to savor that. Because right now it's still humid out there. The dew point's down a little bit now. It's down to 68, so it's a little more bearable. And we look at West Hampton. Dew point's still 71 out there, 82 degrees, and at least it's not that hot. But the humidity is still on the high side, 83 degrees. The dew point 69. So the dew points are slowly starting to come down, and they will into tomorrow. And we go ahead and we look at the observation for Ocean County and Miller Air Park, 82 degrees. We look at that dew point there, 75. Still very humid there in Toms River. Not a surprise. So we're just going to actually briefly take a look at the models. I just want to show you the drier air coming in. So we'll look at the GFS and we'll show the drier air coming in. So you can still see the humidity is with us this afternoon, but it starts relenting as we go overnight into Sunday. And those yellows and greens are lower dew point air, so it will be drier. And you see here that we will have drier air, not so much over New Jersey probably, but over Long Island we should have dew points in the mid-50s and to around 60 degrees. So it's not too bad. That's pretty comfortable compared to what we've had. And a northwest flow bringing in that drier air. As we go into Monday, I think we're still going to be holding on to some of those low dew points. Yeah, we'll still be holding on to them in parts of Long Island. But the humidity is already going to start to come back up again and return, especially in Jersey. And then we are right back into it again for the rest of the week. And I'll talk about the long range in another video, but you can see that ridge back in place again. So that will conclude this weather update. Take care.